John O'Connor, ladies and gentlemen. John O'Connor.
Thanks, Danny. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for paying. I'm John O'Connor. I've been doing stand-up about 3 years now. I try to be smooth with girls, and it always gets ruined just with everyday stuff. The other day, my brain does this new thing where it takes two perfectly good things and crams them together, and I look like a dick forever, right? I'm walking down the hallway at work the other day. These two girls are walking toward me. Not even hot girls. Girls I might have a shot with if they're drunk, right? And I go to be smooth and be like, hey, what's up, girls? But somewhere between here and here, my brain goes, and it throws in, hey, what's up, ladies? So I look at these two girls and I'm like, hey, what's up, gadies? My friends would always say, oh, you're funny, you should do comedy, but I always felt like I was never very, I could never do it on stage, you know, spur of the moment being a dick is one thing and making people laugh, but in terms of actually writing material and getting up there and people waiting for you to be funny and trying to be funny is a whole different thing. But basically, I just decided, you know, I started writing stuff down when it would come to me at night, and from there, I just decided, you know, I had to give it a shot, see if I could do it. So. Because when you're 25 and bald, people want to remind you about it all the time, right? Like this woman the other day, she was like, Johnny O, lots of room for rent upstairs now, huh? Gonna be tough to get laid around here, isn't it? I was like, fuck you, Ma. Leave my allowance on my dresser, grab self a load of laundry, and get the fuck out of here. I went the first night and I had 14 people sitting right down front, so I crushed, even though it was a horrible act. But I still did really well, and then I kind of had confidence from that point on going forward. You know, sometimes you get a little stupid, and you have, say, like, you know, 17, 18 drinks in an hour at work, and your boss is always such a fucking dick. He's always like, John, where are your pants? I'm like, dude, I read that contract front to back. There was no pants clause. Find someone else to drive this school bus. Fuck you. If you're up there and the crowd's into it and they're laughing, it's so much fun. It's just a blast. Like, a lot of times you do these shows for free, but personally, I don't care. I think it's great if the crowd's laughing and they're enjoying it. Doesn't matter. After kind of the first couple shows, you kind of start to suck. At least I did. And you kind of get used to laying down a joke and there's no one laughing, or laying down what you think is a joke and it's not. It's just a funny idea that you had that really isn't funny. We're driving around in the car, my brother and I and all his buddies are driving around. We're going to smoke some weed. So I'm all gung-ho, right? And he goes, dude, now I'm waiting for let's talk about the weed, right? He goes, dude, where are we going to get some nug? We got to get some fucking nug. And I wanted to be cool and fit in, and I thought it was like a euphemism for ass, right? So I was like, oh man, I know, it's been so long. I don't even care what kind. Black, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese nug, you name it. We should probably stop and get condoms first, though. If I think it's funny, I'll try it on a crowd like 4 or 5 times and try to make sure I'm doing it to different crowds, like crowd of older people, kids, you know, like college kids, and different size crowds. And if it doesn't work on a big crowd and a small crowd and an older crowd and college kids, then, you know, you've got some work to do. The shots you guys are doing good. No shots. Dangerous, man. Stay away. Right off the bat, all the names suck. Prairie Fire, Kamikaze, Mudslide, Mind Eraser, Blowjob, Sex on the Beach, Redheaded Slut, Red Death. It's because people want it. Oh, she's like, I love those. But it's because people want to sound tough. Nobody wants to walk up and be like, hey, what's up? It's my buddy's birthday. Give me 8 snuggles. Scratch that, scratch that, scratch that. $6 cost socials and 2 Merry Christmas. Still, there are nights when you will go out there, say on a Thursday night, and just crush front to back. People are laughing, slamming the table. And you'll go out there and you kind of go off that show on a high and you're like, yeah, that was good. All right, good deal. And I got another show tomorrow. Awesome. And then you go to that show tomorrow and you do the same 5 minutes and you eat it. And you eat it hard. And some nights it's the crowd. Some nights it's the way you come off. Maybe they don't like your jokes. I mean, it's inevitable that as good as you might be, there are going to be people that don't like you. Never take candy from a stranger, right? Absolutely not. Never take candy from a stranger. They could poison it. They could put a razor blade in it. They could use it as a trap and steal. You never take candy from a stranger. But then we have this holiday called Halloween where we dress up and then we go out and celebrate taking candy from a stranger. And I just think it would be convenient for me if all the rules applied like that. Like, John, never drink and drive. Oh, unless it's August 15th. Booze and crew. Thank you guys very much. Back to Dan Crone. Thank you. I like to make a career out of it. I just love it. I think it's just the greatest. The whole 9 to 5 thing is just not for me. I want to do something I enjoy as opposed to sitting at a computer all day.